y'all, we're back for a review. We've not done a food review in quite some time, and Mama wanted to come to Southern Pines tonight to do some revamping of her home, and she was unsuccessful in doing so.
I'm gonna have to go to the big city somewhere.
We went to Hobby Lobby. They didn't have nothing but cow pictures. I mean, nothing but cow pictures. And 90% off Christmas stuff. And
But it was all picked over. And
their Christmas stuff that was 90% off was tore up. It was broke. I saw a reindeer, you know, they have 4 legs. One was broke off. Now, why would they not just throw that in the trash can? Who's going to buy that? Nobody. So, Mama said we need to eat somewhere quick. So we ate at a place we've never gone to before.
but had heard good things about it.
Pronounce it, because I can't remember. Is it
Petro's?
is it
Petro's?
is it with a T?
Yes.
Okay.
Petro's?
Petro's, I'm guessing. And
We're not supposed to say that.
well, it doesn't matter. We got to tell this.
No.
Yes.
No, we're gonna have to delete that.
No. I would tell this now. Now, we had absolutely amazing service. Top-notch fella that waited on us.
Very polite.
Yes, I loved him. I'd like to steal him from that facility. I will when they close down. But we got, I got nachos. Chili nachos. And I also got a loaded baked potato. My potato was hard as rock, and that makes me mad as fire. And it was good. The potato was good, the part that I could eat. But the potato was hard. My food was not warm at all. And my nachos were just lacking. And then I got a sweet tea. Well, they're famous for their orange tea. I didn't know this until I walked in. And it said hint of orange. And I thought, oh, that's probably pretty good. Reminds me of the marketplace. You know, they have that clove tea. I thought, oh, that'd be good. Y'all, I still taste this tea in my mouth. It's been an hour since we've eaten there. It was so disgusting. And I want y'all to go just to try the tea. That tea was awful. It tastes like it had bubble gum flavoring in it. It was the worst drink and food I think I've ever paid money for. And then Mama got
A hot dog. A Petro's chili cheese dog. Because everybody said, oh, they're good. And a small
Petro chili.
Petro chili. And it was okay. I mean, it was just okay. It wasn't that great.
Well, I tell y'all how good it was not. We had to go to Dickie's and get round 2 of our food tonight. So we were on a food tour tonight. So I got a chopped beef brisket sandwich, best thing I ever put in my mouth, and their good tea. And Mama got their onion tanglers that she went crazy over.
Oh, they're so good. Oh, and that's all I had from there. But,
So,
because I had eaten the hot dog, even though it was kind of like a convenience store hot dog.
I said Citgo had better food than they do.
But,
Y'all check it out.
but they may have other kinds of hot dogs that are better. And I hate to trash them. But the food just was mediocre.
No, less than.
And it was kind of on the bland, cold side.
And cold, yes. Very cold.
Just not, it wasn't scrumptious. I say that.
And I still feel like, even though I had that sandwich from Dickie's, I still feel like I hadn't eaten anything. Because, they have small sandwiches. It was only about that big. It takes a lot of food to fill me up.
So now she's going to have to go home and eat.
I have to eat pecans and olives, or pickles and olives. So that was our adventure tonight. And well, we went to Burke's. That's our stomping grounds, and they didn't have anything. So I've learned after Christmas is not a time to shop to update your home or anything like that, because the stores don't have any, particularly since COVID, because I guess they don't have employees to make this stuff that we want to put in our homes. I guess we got to wait till spring.
Well, you know, somebody was saying that they were still getting Christmas stuff into the stores because of the slow process. After Christmas, they were still getting stuff in.
I can see that.
So I don't know. I know the shelves were mighty empty.
So Mama got her Christmas stuff down,
Oh, yes.
and I usually beat her to it, but I've just been so tired and worn out that I just hadn't had the mental capacity to do it. I do have it all down. However, I've got a few things laid out on my couch that I got to put up.
Yes, I took it all down and organized, and I was, you know, did it by myself. I didn't have nobody hollering, throw it away, throw it away. You know, that's the way my husband
That would
did.
be my daddy.
Yeah. And got most of it. He had to carry the big boxes when he got home up to the building, but I got it packed up. So he didn't have to do anything during Christmas, but I think he got one box down for me, if that. I'm not sure, because I did it all while he was gone. And then he had to put up 2 boxes.
It's nice to be a man. I always say,
Reincarnated.
if there's such thing as reincarnation and I don't come back as a man,
We're gonna be mad.
I'm going to be furious. I want to sit in that recliner and just be able to fall asleep at the drop of a hat.
And have my wife in that kitchen, or cooking, and say it's ready.
Cleaning,
It's ready.
buying, you know, all the toothpaste and shampoo and everything you need for the house, bringing it on
All
in,
his snacks.
unpacking it.
Going to the store and buying it.
Yes, paying all the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to be men when we come back. And, you know, be able to fall asleep not only at the drop of a hat, but when there's a crowd of people at your home. You can sit there and fall asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, what a gift and treasure that is to have. That is just a pure blessing.
And you know, like me and Amy, probably. I don't know if you have that affliction or not. You've never tested it. If I take a 10-minute nap during the day, then I'm awake all night.
No, I can, if I'm able to take a nap, which I hadn't had a nap in years, I can still go to sleep.
Well, I can't. I never could. Never have been able to. Unless if I take a nap during the day, I better have some sleeping medicine. And it better be some powerful medicine.
And she can't have caffeine or anything.
No, but I used to could drink coffee right up until the time I went to bed. But now I don't have any caffeine during the day. Except some chocolate. I'll eat dark chocolate. Almonds.
Y'all know them almonds she likes from Target. They come in the pink bag. Ava bought Mama a gift of those to go in her basket for Christmas. And she laid them on the kitchen counter. Well, guess who ate them?
A man.
And Ava went to go get them, and she said, "Who's been in these?" I said, "Your daddy, of course. You know I hadn't." So, can't leave any food around. Got to lock it up.
I usually buy 4 bags when I go, and they'll last me a long time.
And I did see where Aldi sells them now, so that's
the same.
Your backup. Not the same kind, but they're still lightly salted and dark chocolate.
I love these that Target sells. They're the best brand.
Are you watching anything new these days?
No, but y'all, there ain't nothing on TV. I mean, I guess all the writers are either dead or from COVID or I don't know. But I watch, still watching Bold and the Beautiful, and it is so crazy. It's the craziest show I have ever watched.
Well, I'm not watching that. Lee and I are still trying to get through Sopranos. watched the show for, I think it's going on 2 years now. Finally got my DirecTV fixed where where I was able to record Sopranos. We had to stop because something happened to our DVR. But it took me a year to get that fixed, and that's honestly the truth. And they came out and fixed it, we recorded it, and now we're on the 5th season. I think there's 6 seasons. So we're almost to the home stretch, and I'll be so glad. I'm still waiting on Tony and that psychiatrist to get together. And I don't know if they ever did or not, but I'm still hopeful.
Well,
But don't tell me if they do. I don't want to know the ending. But they are being investigated, and you know, I'm watching that. I'm watching Chris's fiance report to the police what all's been going on and what she knows. So, and then I kind of wanted her and Tony to get together, and then they got in a car wreck. I think that they were going to be, but then they got in a car wreck. But I like them two together.
I can't talk about it because I never watched it.
You should watch it. You should DVR it.
But I was going to tell you, there is a series that comes on, a new one with Sylvester Stallone. Tulsa King. Tulsa.
Okay.
King.
I think I've heard of that.
And he's a gangster. He's been in prison for 25 years. And he didn't squeal, so he went to prison. And now he's out of prison, and he left New York because he said there was nothing there for him anymore. So now he's in Tulsa.
I might have to watch that.
And so far I've just watched 2 episodes.
Him and Jennifer, they got back together in real life.
Oh,
you know,
good.
his wife.
I'm glad.
I did read where they got back together.
Well, I'm glad.
She's the serious skincare lady, in case y'all didn't know.
But I like him. I've always liked him.
And we watched Yellowstone. So we were able, now this doesn't make sense. Before I got my DVR fixed, I had recorded all of the Yellowstone episodes. Now we have DirecTV. Every one of them for free. Well, when they came and changed the boxes out, it deleted all of my history, every bit of it. Well, then when I went back to record it, it told me I was going to have to pay $2 or $3 for an episode.
Good gracious.
And I thought, now that's foolish. How come it was free then, and now I'm going to have to pay $3?
Did you do it?
No. There's, 100 episodes. I ain't doing that. Already.
Well, each season they don't do like 6 episodes.
Well, I'm still not doing that regardless. You already pay an outrageous amount.
Well, this last Sunday night it was nothing.
I heard that. A lot of people on Facebook were saying that it was nothing. But don't tell me nothing about that show either, because we're only like 5 or 6 episodes in.
Well, you're like me, you're gonna be disappointed.
But somebody was saying that, I don't know if this is true, Kevin Costner, this is going to be his last season. Have you heard that?
No.
Because
the show's gonna go on.
I don't know.
Kevin?
I don't know. I just heard that was his last season. Something about his wife being unhappy with him playing that role or something. You reckon that's true?
I don't know.
I don't know why she'd be unhappy with it. She'd be getting the money.
They don't need no money.
Well, rich people always want more.
But it just came out with a bang when it first came out. Oh, it was fast and furious. And now I'm just really disappointed.
It gets you hooked right from the get-go. And Lee loves that Beth.
Oh, Lord, I can't stand her.
Me either. I can't stand the way she looks.
That one episode, I'm not going to tell you about it, but there was one episode with her and somebody else. It was ridiculous. Rip.
Mm-hmm. They showed what he looked like. You've seen that meme in real life, and then what he looks like on the show.
I told Coy I was going to get him a black hat, a black jacket, and some sunglasses.
Get Lee some too. Oh, Lordy.
And he probably said, yeah, I'm going to get you one of them dresses or whatever that Beth wears.
But I think that's about all that we have watched. Oh, and I am on this new show on PBS. It's called How She Rolls. It's a show about a lady that has a biscuit company. She's from Charleston, South Carolina.
Is this a show or a cooking?
Well, it's a cooking show / travel show. So she goes around and they show about her business, which I like. It shows how she does some of her marketing and her troubles with marketing and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
and employment and that kind of thing.
I like on PBS called The Midwife.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is good. I love that series. And it's back on, I think.
I've watched it 1 or 2 times and it was good.
And the style of the clothing and the hairstyles and makeup just takes me back to my to the 60s.
Maybe one day I'll be able to sit around and watch TV. I got to go home and get in the hot tub. Santa brought us a hot tub. And we just got it wired up and everything last week. Started heating up last night. And I get a picture from Lee, and he's solo out in the hot tub. Because Jack's asleep, of course.
Yeah, tell about Jax, what he's going through.
Ava didn't want to get in the pool. So Lee's out in the hot tub, and I'm going to have to go join him. Work on my back. Jack is, a lot of people will ask about Jack all the time still, and I always say he's good-ish. He is not sleeping at all during our sleep times. He's up anywhere from 1:30 in the morning to 10:30 the same morning, so almost 10 hours. And the times vary, but he's just not sleeping during what we consider sleep times, normal sleep times. And he's never been one to have sleep troubles really until before he got sick. And he went into Chapel Hill. But this has been an ongoing issue for almost 2 years, not quite. And he sleeps during the day.
He went through just a short cycle of sleeping right before Christmas.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, maybe he's out of that cycle.
Which I knew he wasn't. But that is a huge characteristic of Dravet and side effect of Dravet is sleep struggles. So I guess here we are. We were lucky up until now. And
so she's running on no sleep.
He is not up during day hours to eat and drink like he normally would be. And at night when he's up, he just stays in his room. And then he still doesn't really want to eat and drink. Well, he will late at night eat and drink. And then he'll wake up or get up, go to the bathroom, wake me up. It's just a mess. Nobody would believe it. You would just have to absolutely be there to believe it. It's such a weird thing that we go through each and every day with Jack. But anywho,
it's very complicated.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the seizures and the behavior problems. I mean, it's just I can't even describe it properly. I won't even try. So we and it's affecting me, like my thinking and my mental state.
It'll catch up with you.
Well, it already is. I mean, I'll do something and I'll say, and I've never done stuff like this. I just did this. It's not old age. I know that this is from the lack of sleep. Or somebody we'll have a conversation and somebody will say something and I will not even know what we were talking about. I mean, I really have to dig deep and think about what we were saying. So it's scary sometimes when that happens. okay. He's not in a critical state. He's not sick. He is just in a sleeping state.
And sleep medication. I know people are wondering, why don't you give him sleep medication?
Doesn't work, or he can't take it with other medications he takes, or can't take it because of Dravet. So it's not as easy as just writing a prescription for Ambien and say, have this, or it causes behavior problems. So there's a lot of factors and a lot of playing around with things, and right now I'm just trying to let it work out its course, but he is having a difficult time with acid reflux. Terrible time with reflux.
Did you order that medicine?
But the doctor called in something today, so we're going to try that and see if it does any better. Throwing up a couple times a week, and then he just swishes reflux around in his mouth all the time. And already on a prescription, and then something additional over the counter, so anyway. And then he wanted onion tanglers from Dickie's tonight, wanted 2 orders. You know, yesterday I went to Mooresville with Ava and Peyton. We went to eat at Lake Norman on the water. Everybody said, why'd you go to Mooresville? The traffic's horrible. Well, I had no idea the traffic was horrible. And, you know, we were not on the interstate. We were just in the town of Mooresville. So we go and make it to our eating destination on the water, and everything through there was closed. Everything. But they said online they were open. I should have known better. So then we went and ate at this terrible restaurant. I can't even remember the name. I ain't gonna tell it. And had awful service. Then we went to Sephora. Ava had never been in one, so she was kind of overwhelmed and loved it.
What is it?
Sephora, the makeup store.
Oh, yeah.
And went to a couple boutiques. They went to TJ Maxx, Pop Shelf. You remember the store we went in? You bought those soccer balls?
Oh, yeah.
And went to Sam's, and that is the cleanest Sam's I've ever been to, and the nicest Sam's, and hardly nobody was there. But I know why, because everybody was in their car on that road. That was such a nightmare. Such a nightmare. It took over 10 minutes to get through one stoplight, and there were many, many stoplights in such a short area.
Well, tell about your y'all's new baked goods.
Everybody thinks we have opened a bakery, which is sort of the truth. We bought the Old Florist in Ellerby about 2 years ago, and just have been sitting on the building with intentions of getting it going for cooking pies and such. You know, Mama, she can only do so much, and I certainly can. I don't have time to do it, and I don't want to do it because I don't like to bake.
Well, you already bake the cobblers.
Well, I do that and strawberry shortcakes, and I can do that at night at home. I don't mind that.
You did chocolate covered strawberries.
But I do not want to bake. That's never been my forte, and I just ain't gonna do it. So we bought that, and you know, Jack was sick last year, Lee was sick last year, and we were not able to work on the building, and got it remodeled and everything, and so we're baking things there to sell at the berry patch. So it's not a public storefront, it's just a berry patchwork area. So for all of y'all that want to know what the berries were doing in that building, now you know, pass the word. We will have pies and breads every day for purchase. So y'all come check us out. Have some fabulous beer bread and rosemary garlic bread. Sweet potato bread, strawberry pies, sweet potato pies, you know, anything. If you have a special order, just let us know. We'll be glad to fill it for you.
Right now, the strawberry pies are gone for now.
Yeah, for now. When we have had that severe cold. Was it last week? Or week before last?
That was last week, Christmas.
It had rained. Well, it was going to rain. So we had to cover the strawberries because you can't cover them, wet strawberries. You can't cover wet plants. That's just a recipe for disaster. So Lee and his crew, they covered them in anticipation of this cold. And Lord have mercy, that wind that we had, it was absolutely crazy. Just nuts. Never seen such wind in my life. And it ripped the row covers from here to yonder, blew them off. So it wiped out our entire fall-winter crop of strawberries.
That's a lot of work.
Yes.
And expense lost.
And yes, so if it had not have gotten that cold, they would have been fine, but it was just too severely cold. I think we were 11 one morning, maybe 9, and it just did too much damage. So y'all will have to wait until March, end of March, 1st of April for the next crop of strawberries, and it'll be here before we know it. All right, well, we're about to drop Mama off at the house, and we'll see y'all next time. I got some things coming up for review that I purchased from Amazon.
Nothing to eat, is it?
You have to wait and see. Might be some dried roaches,
I'm not eating 1,000-year-old roaches.
caterpillars. You never know. See y'all next time.